The international debate over immigration. What should be the next steps to resolve this controversy?
So I think it's fundamentally critical. And it's funny, you talk to people of every background in our country and they really do agree with this, unless they are so highly politicized from the left. We need to stop illegal immigration. We need to do that for a couple reasons. One is people should come to this country legally because it allows them to come here on a fair footing and it allows them to stop others from taking advantage of them. So one of my problems is, and your viewers should do this, Google Tammy Baldwin, CNN, and immigration and watch what comes up. It's one of the most ridiculous interviews you've ever seen in your life, in which a CNN anchor asked a very fair question, which is, if you're so upset about what's happening on the border today, why weren't you upset during the Obama administration when the same thing was happening? And what I will point out is this: the hypocrisy of the left in immigration is insane. They have encouraged their politics and policy people to come here illegally. When they get here illegally, they hang in limbo and they're dependent on politicians like Tammy Baldwin to curry political favor with them. And it's not acceptable. What I want is, yeah, build a wall, build an obstacle, do what you have to do to stop people from coming here illegally. Now, then we'll have both the political will and the opportunity to say, let's build a merit-based, economically sustainable immigration program. And this can be done. It's the politicians that are stopping it because they want cheap votes or they want cheap labor. And it's just not right.
Would the end result of that process be citizenship or legal status, sir?
Well, so I mean, think about it this way. It's a whole reset, right? Like, it should be merit-based. And that doesn't just mean PhDs, by the way. I talk to people in all different industries in our state. You need people that want to work hard. And it can be working with your hands. It can be, being a physicist. I don't really care, but I do know this. We can toggle those numbers up and down on an annualized basis based on our unemployment rates and the type of skill sets we're trying to bring to our country. So we can do this logically, but it should be merit-based. And then as you come here, yes, you come here in a legal status, and then you'll have an opportunity to pursue citizenship, which is the way it exists right now, right? But that should be far more clean. You come here legally, then there's a process. And then as you start that process to citizenship, and I fundamentally believe this in my heart, that you have to understand, go through an education process that says you're asking to become a citizen in the world's greatest republic. Now, here's what that means. You get the Bill of Rights, the most amazing thing that in so many ways we've ever written down, and it's inspired by God, to be sure, but it's such a great creation that we've put forward in this country. If you want to be part of that, it's counterbalanced by responsibilities. Everything in a republic works that way. Both your rights and your responsibilities counterbalance each other. There has to be an education process that you go through in order to eventually achieve citizenship, if you want to do that in the first place. Everybody, and I can tell you, talking to people in Wisconsin, they love immigrants. They hate illegal immigration, and those are two very different things. So to create the will to create that kind of system, stop illegal immigration, get rid of politicians like Tammy Baldwin that are trying to encourage it. Let's move to the next step and do this with like an open heart, knowing that we've stopped the illegal immigration problem. Now we can put together a sensible legal immigration problem.